Hey guys, it's your name and we need to talk. Okay, so first things first, we got to talk about plastic. It's literally everywhere and it's like suffocating the planet. It's in our oceans, our streets, and even in the most remote places on Earth. I'm talking plastic bags, straws, water bottles, packaging. The list goes on and on. It's in almost everything we use daily, but like, don't freak out. There are so many easy swaps we can make. Small changes can have a big impact. Instead of grabbing a plastic bag at the store, bring your own reusable bags. It's a simple habit to start. They're cute, they're sturdy, and they don't end up polluting the ocean. Win-win. Plus, they come in so many fun designs. And water bottles? Oh, don't even get me started. They're one of the biggest culprits. Get yourself a reusable one, people. It's a small investment for big change. They come in so many cool designs now, it's actually insane. You can find one that fits your style perfectly. Plus, you'll save money in the long run. It's a no-brainer. Think about all the plastic bottles you won't have to buy. Another thing I've been loving lately is beeswax wraps. They're a fantastic alternative to plastic wrap. They're a game changer for keeping your food fresh without using plastic cling wrap. They work just as well, if not better. And guess what? You can totally make them yourself. It's a fun and rewarding DIY project. It's surprisingly easy and I'm going to show you how. See, easy peasy. You'll love the process and the result. And way better for the planet than plastic wrap. It's a small step with a big impact. Let's all try to ditch the plastic, one step at a time. Together we can make a huge difference for our planet. Okay, so you know how much I love shopping, right? But here's the thing, we need to be more mindful about the products we buy. Like, what are they made of? Were animals harmed in the making of this product? Is the packaging recyclable? These are all important questions to ask. There are so many amazing eco-friendly brands out there that are killing it in the sustainability game. I'm talking about brands that use recycled materials, organic ingredients, and cruelty-free practices. And let me tell you, their products are bomb. One brand I've been super into lately is There is literally the best thing ever, and it's made with all natural, sustainable ingredients. Plus, their packaging is completely recyclable. Like, what's not to love? Another thing I've been trying to do is pay more attention to ingredient lists. It's crazy how many products contain harsh chemicals that are bad for us and the environment. Look for products with natural, biodegradable ingredients. Your body and the planet will thank you. Okay guys, let's talk about composting. I know it sounds kind of intimidating, like something your grandma does in her backyard, but trust me, it's not that complicated and it's actually kind of cool once you get the hang of it. Basically, composting is just letting your food scraps decompose naturally and turn into nutrient-rich soil. It's like magic, but with banana peels, coffee grounds, and other kitchen scraps. To start composting, all you really need is a compost bin. You can buy one online or get crafty and make your own with some basic materials. Then just start tossing in your food scraps like fruit and veggie peels, eggshells, coffee grounds, and yard waste. But hold up. Before you go throwing everything in there are a few things you should avoid composting, like meat, dairy, and oily foods. They can attract pests and create a stinky mess, which nobody wants. Once your compost bin is full, just let it do its thing for a few months, turning it occasionally to speed up the process. And voila! You'll have amazing compost to use in your garden or for your houseplants, enriching the soil naturally. It's like giving back to the earth in the most delicious and sustainable way possible. Chapter 4. Okay, let's talk about food, people, specifically where we get our food, because supporting local farmers and businesses is not only good for the local economy, but it's also way more sustainable than buying from big corporations. One of my favorite things to do on the weekends is hit up my local farmers market. It's like a breath of fresh air. Literally, you get to meet the people who grow your food. Everything is super fresh and seasonal. And you can find unique varieties of fruits and vegetables that you won't see at the grocery store. Plus, buying local means your food hasn't traveled thousands of miles to get to your plate, which reduces carbon emissions. It's a win-win for everyone. Chapter 5. Okay, so we all know we should be saving energy, right? It's something we've heard a million times, but sometimes it feels like a hassle, or we forget, or we're just too lazy. I get it. Life gets busy and energy-saving tips can slip our minds, but trust me, there are so many small changes we can make in our daily lives that can actually make a big difference. You don't have to overhaul your entire lifestyle. First things first, switch to LED light bulbs. It's one of the easiest changes you can make. They last way longer than traditional bulbs and use way less energy. It's a no-brainer. Plus, they come in all shapes and sizes now. Another thing I'm super guilty of is leaving my phone charger plugged in even when I'm not using it. It's such a common habit, but guess what? That's wasting energy. Even when your device isn't connected, the charger still draws power. So make a conscious effort to unplug your devices when you're not using them. It's a small step that adds up. Your electricity bill will thank you. You'll notice the difference in your monthly expenses. And speaking of energy, have you ever considered switching to a renewable energy source like solar power? It's becoming more accessible. I know it can seem expensive up front, but in the long run, it can actually save you money on your energy bills. Plus, there are often incentives and rebates available. Plus, you'll be reducing your carbon footprint, which is always a good thing. It's a win-win for you and the planet. Chapter 6. Okay, let's be real, who doesn't love a good fashion moment? But the fashion industry is actually a huge polluter, especially fast fashion. Like, have you ever thought about where your clothes come from and what happens to them when you're done with them? The good news is that sustainable fashion is becoming more and more popular, and there are so many amazing ways to shop ethically and responsibly. One of my favorite things to do is thrifting. It's like a treasure hunt for unique and affordable pieces, and you're giving clothes a second life instead of contributing to the fast fashion cycle. Another tip is to invest in high-quality, timeless pieces that you'll wear for years to come. And when you're done with your clothes, don't just throw them away. Donate them to charity or try selling them online. Let's give our clothes the long and happy life they deserve. Chapter 7, Water Conservation. Don't be a drip. Water is life, people, but it's also a precious resource that we often take for granted. The good news is that there are so many easy ways to conserve water in our daily lives. First and foremost, take shorter showers. I know, long hot showers are the best, but they're also huge water wasters. Set a timer for yourself and try to keep your showers to 5 minutes or less. Your skin and the planet will thank you. Another easy one is to fix any leaks you have in your house. A leaky faucet might not seem like a big deal, but it can actually waste a ton of water over time. So grab your wrench and channel your inner plumber. And when you're doing laundry, make sure you're only washing full loads. Washing small loads wastes water and energy. So gather up all your dirty clothes and do one big wash. Okay, so I'm not going to lie, I'm a bit of a hoarder. I love my stuff. But lately, I've been trying to embrace minimalism and live with less. And you know what? It's actually really liberating. When you have less stuff, you have less to clean, less to organize, and less to stress about. Plus, it forces you to be more mindful about the things you bring into your life. Do you really need another pair of shoes? Probably not. One of my favorite things to do is a quick decluttering challenge. Set a timer for 15 minutes and see how much stuff you can get rid of. You can donate it, sell it, or recycle it. It's amazing how much lighter you feel when you declutter your space. Okay, so I'm not going to lie, I've killed my fair share of plants, but there's something so rewarding about growing your own food. Even if it's just a few herbs on your windowsill, if you have a backyard, why not start a small garden? You can grow your own fruits, vegetables, and herbs. It's a great way to get some fresh air, exercise, and connect with nature. And if you're short on space, don't worry, you can totally grow plants indoors. Herbs like basil, mint, and parsley thrive indoors, and they add a fresh, delicious touch to any meal. Plus, plants purify the air, which is always a good thing. Okay, so living sustainably isn't just about making changes in your own life. It's also about joining a community of like-minded people who are passionate about protecting the planet. There are so many amazing organizations and online communities dedicated to sustainability. Do some research and find one that resonates with you. You can volunteer, donate, or simply connect with other people who share your values. Another great way to get involved is to participate in local cleanup events. Grab your friends and family and spend a few hours picking up trash in your community. It's a small act that can make a big difference. Wow, we covered a lot of ground today, guys. From ditching plastic to composting to supporting local businesses, there are so many simple yet impactful ways to live more sustainably. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about making small changes that add up over time. So, start with one or two things that resonate with you and go from there. Every little bit counts. I'm so curious to hear about your sustainable living journey. Share your tips, tricks and experiences in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more sustainable living content, and share this video with your friends and family. Let's spread the love, not the waste.